last time, we were on our way to Plumage Peaks, and so we picked up right from there. We heard the dragons throughout the night singing. Zell sang along with them, and so they came to kind of check us out the next day. And then we saw, hey, there's that dragon we rescued, the long one that looked like dragon hair. And they were like, we asked them, hey, could you introduce us to the Godslayer guy? Because that's why we're here. And so they took us to their elders first, and the elders were like, yeah, we're okay. You talking to the Godslayer? Actually, he wants to talk to you. And we're like, oh, okay, cool. And so they showed us the path. We took it, and we went into a tower, into an elevator, down into the ground, into a hallway, into this large room here. And then we started talking to him. The consensus was he's a bit of an asshole because he seems to be like also somewhat of a robotic individual like Phoebe, but even like more egotistical because he's like some divine nature. And he gave us a timeline of things that we kind of knew, but he put it together a bit. And you know, we had our mistrust of him because he appeared to be, you know, making what's it called, points that contradict each other a bit about mortal agency and whatnot. But at the end of the day, we're like, fuck, okay, but we still do need to kill the Sorcerer Supreme, who is the big bad that has been summoning these lieutenants and slowly unlocking her seal. And so we were like, okay, fine, we'll take your trial, but we don't trust you, so only stipulation is that we have to, you know, be part of this, you know, effort to kill her. And so the trial he placed on us has two parts. The first part, which we began, was a sort of trial of the mind, where he forced us through scenarios individually. Zell saw everyone else die, then had to live out a bit of her life. Bren saw that instead of he losing his soul, Zell lost his soul. And now we return to the present. Oh, Philip got kidnapped by him, and that's another reason why we mistrusted him right away. But he said, like, oh yeah, he's just keeping Philip in stasis, and we'll give him back. Yes.
Alright. More or less covers everything. Yeah. So Zara was forced to try living her life out without just like kind of being able to follow someone. And Bren had to deal with watching his sister kind of go through the same thing like that he was going through, except now he's on the other side. He kind of got to experience that kind of more or less, and gotten past those couple of points. Now we're going to we're back here at this kind of broken down temple, and we're gonna go consider. Oh, crap. Yeah, we're back to who wants to go next on the show and tell, essentially.
I don't know if Philip or BB are in the world, so sure.
Okay. All right. Would you like to know or, well, remember or not remember before you start?
I don't really care.
All right. In that case,
Not remember.
all right. Okay. In that case, for the third time, he claps his hands, and you guys Your vision goes dark again. Okay. So you open your eyes and you don't know how you got here exactly, but you are back home right now. You're back at your child's home. Uh, back at your childhood home with the druids, except it doesn't look anything like what you remember. Uh, for one, it's covered in smoke, and it's all smoke and fire. The shacks and the huts that they often live in, the ones made of like wood and other like natural apparatuses, they are all burning. And you a type of kind of meeting spot at the center where people would get together at night and like kind of have dinner and like you listen to like some of the stories around the campfire and things like that. So you find yourself heading towards that direction, and you can see as you make your way to the center through the destruction and the lifeless bodies of your brethren, you see uh, some people in suits of armor standing at the. See a group of people in suits of armor standing in the middle of the town square, holding torches in their hands, and you 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 see kind of the regalia on the flags and the um the shields, and you realize that these knights came from the place that you're currently serving from. They hail from Camelot, and they appear to be lighting your village on fire.
Okay, quick clarification question. So I don't, remember that I am in a scenario,
No.
but in this scenario, is Gwen still like what point of her life is she in her childhood? Because when you say appeared in my childhood home, I thought like, oh, this is back to the point where I was still living with the druids, but like you said now, oh, this is the order that I am from. So is it like I'm already a knight of Camelot, and for some reason I appeared back in the druid village, and it looks like the people of Camelot are killing my people?
Yes. Something like that.
Okay. So it's very clearly obvious that the Knights of Camelot are the ones responsible for all this destruction, right?
It's appears to be that case, yes.
Okay, so if like I'm seeing the people with these Knights Order like with torches setting fire to my home and like, you know, holding out their swords and like stabbing random people and like plundering their bodies, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and like kill all of them.
Okay. You draw your sword. Because this will not do, right? You you in your mind you think that this is unforgivable, I guess. Something like that. So you do what you must. You draw your sword and you start you charge over to them, intent on taking their lives. And but as you get closer, you see that they appear to be talking to a familiar person in the center. And you realize that they appear to be conversing with Merlin, who appears to be giving them orders on the matter.
So, okay, I'm like, Merlin, what are you doing?
Hmm. He turns he turns to you as you say that, and he looks very frustrated in a sense. Doesn't look like he wants to be there, but he's like he sees you and he just takes a deep breath. It's like the people of this village were found conspiring against the king and therefore have to be eliminated.
I take a deep breath. So, like, they were clearly like killing children and stuff, right?
Um,
Okay, so like based in the world I know, like, so if all these people are dead, like, I in the scenario, like, I've really lived amongst these people. I really don't have evidence of any of these words, but like, these people are in front of me killing what I know to be innocent people,
right,
and even though my lover is in front of me, I understand his oath is sworn to the king, but my oath is to always fight evil.
right.
So, um, really sorry to do this, but I raise my sword against him, and I know that even if he's much more powerful than me, I die. Like, this isn't our oaths like are against each other, and I can
And you can see that it almost feels like he wished it didn't have to end like this, of all things. That this is the price that he ended up having to pay for his oath. And in a sense, it almost feels as if
he understands that you also have made your decision, and he wanted to, at the very least, be able to respect that. And as the life slowly drains out from his eyes, you see your vision kind of grows blurry before fading out again. You find yourself back in this location, back in the temple.
Bro, that was fucked up. But both he and I knew our oaths when we swore them.
May you ever be able to follow your duty then. Alright. So that leaves one person or entity left. Are you ready?
BB is prepared.
Okay.
Well, let's say for you, this will be a little different from what other people have experienced so far. He claps his hands for a fourth time. But
Oh.
whoops, wrong shot.
Instead of your vision going black and it's just kind of like you guys sit there and you wait and nothing happens. You look around, you're all kind of confused because when did that happen the first 3 times? So what's going on? And he says, all I'm doing in this case is accessing your records. You appear to have some corrupted memory banks, yes? Something along those lines.
This is correct.
All right.
Well, most information on BB's origins has been unreadable.
Let me see if I can decrypt some of this. And you see eventually some text kind of start popping out of your eternal command line. And it reads something along the lines of user access administrator BB gun construct 7 reaffirming objective find the following individuals. A list of 4 names is printed out one after the other, which consists of the other members of your party. And then after those 4 names are printed out, it reads, find these individuals and eliminate them.
Is there any further information in the objective text?
Currently, no, but would you like to ask for more information in your...
BB will search for all primary and secondary objectives that he has been assigned.
All right. You've appears your primary objective is to prevent the return of the Sources Supreme, and you're not able to get a name as of yet, still, but the information seems to be more or less consistent with what you know so far. And it appears that the reason why you are eliminating these individuals is because in the events of the past, they have managed to awaken her, and then she was almost again caused the end of the plane as you all knew it.
So wait, is that all or what?
It appears that there was a specific. It appears that they were the catalyst for some specific event that caused the seal to break.
Can BB determine what the event was?
The event, it appears to have been some sort of you check for what exactly this event was that could have potentially caused this to happen, and it seemed that they were attempting some sort of ritual was in hopes of they were trying to do something which ended up backfiring. Ritual of sorts that backfired and caused the seal to unravel even more, which ultimately resulted in the witch just like springing free of control in a matter of like months. And in hopes of being able to prevent this from finally occurring, it seems that you were sent back by other individuals living in that timeline in hopes that you'll be able to correct this mistake. Your purpose is to serve as an assassin to prevent the event from ever happening.
So does BB's objective, like loaded into him, say kill these people and not like prevent the world from ending?
Yes.
Okay, and does BB have control over? Wait, so is this like a this is not the same flashback thing? What is the scenario again?
This is just you have access to supposedly the text that you are missing.
Hmm. And like, is this a simulation of text, or is it like is that reality?
As far as you can tell, this is reality.
BB is created to serve a purpose, and also like BB's actions are like single-minded in like accomplishing that purpose. If that is what BB was created to do, then BB will will have to fulfill what was created to do.
Okay. That's your conclusion, correct?
Yeah, though it's not a conclusion so much as BB's nature as a construct.
Okay. Let's see. So you kind of go through this, right? You look for any information you can. You look for more on what's happening, but you conclude that if this is your objective, you will need to fulfill your duty, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. This whole kind of thought process runs through your mind. Yes? And as you kind of do this, everyone else is kind of still just standing there trying to figure out what's going on with you. And the Allfather kind of stands there and he's like, okay, I see. That is the choice you would make. Or should I say, that is the choice you believe. That is the programming you believe you should follow. And claps his hand again. The text that you saw in regards to your mission objective disappears. And you realize that, in fact, it wasn't real. Or should I say, that message was fake. It appears that the Allfather seems to have managed to simulate an administrative response in your system. Well, excuse me, if I may ask, do you think a construct like you is capable of possessing a soul?
Whether BB possesses a soul or not is irrelevant to accomplishing the objective that he was created to serve.
What if the information you receive makes you believe that your objective will not accomplish the goals at hand? Would you reassess?
If BB's primary objective was to destroy this party, then that would be what BB aligns himself to do.
All right.
BB's objective, as he knows it in this reality, is to save the world from an existential threat. And so BB does have some computation of some. He in this case needs to calculate what the correct route it is to prevent the whatever threat from coming about. But in a case where his objective was just to kill certain individuals, then the choice would not be whether or not the objective is correct. BB doesn't have the capability to judge that, and BB would not devote any power to judging that.
Okay.
Only the method by which he would accomplish it.
All right. So this is. Are you saying this out loud or?
Sure.
Okay. The rest of you hear this. You guys.
Did we? So was that a vision that we saw at all for the thing before? Or no.
No, you did not see exactly what happened in BB's mind,
Okay.
but you can surmise some details based on his response.
I mean, BB, real talk, is your primary objective to kill us all?
It's what is this guy's name again?
Oh, father, yes.
The Allfather provided inaccurate information to BB. He provided a false objective in order to determine what BB's response would be.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, like, if we're going to be the cause of the destruction of the world, I don't have to like it, but, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to prevent the destruction of the world. So, I mean, BB's response seems to make sense to me.
Certainly, I cannot fault you for reasoning. It does make sense. Well, I would say though, there is a detail, I guess, that may be of assistance to you. Have you ever wondered what is that large, hulking, somewhat imaginary entity behind you at times?
Who are you asking?
Phoebe, of course. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it before, but there appears to be sometimes when he uses his magic, there may be an apparition of this large paper-like golem entity that will apparate behind him.
Remember when I got this?
Session 2 or 3.
Yeah, I know, but like, remember me how I got it?
It just kind of happened. You had some suspicious ass people with an.
Can you be more specific? Because I don't remember.
Some old man with a long nose appeared in your dream and said that you are chosen to have this.
Okay, sure.
You have not put much thought into it.
Yeah, BB has not considered the origin of the. BB has considered the origin, but given that he has no way of finding out, he discarded that as not a valuable thing to consider.
That's fair. Perhaps I can provide some answers. Consider this possibility. Something happened that caused your memory values, your hard drive contents to be scrambled, disrupted, or something like that. But another outside entity was able to see this happen and retrieved this data. And what they did, once they managed to retrieve it, was store it somewhere else. You could say then, perhaps, that this kind of other entity that resides within you is currently your alternate storage space. It's keeping the memories that you do not have safe. However, based on your current state, you seem to be incapable of accessing most of this information. I assume that is because you're still adjusting to your current predicament, which is the result of jettisoning yourself throughout the time stream. Now, what it does mean is that instead of making something up, I can provide as a small reward for going through this
the objective that is stored within this entity. If you believe that I will give you something accurate, of course.
The Allfather can do as he wishes, but BB has now gained new information, and that what the Allfather says is unreliable.
Right. In that case, perhaps I'll consider it. Or we'll come back to that. Now, there's one entity still remaining who is currently not with you at the moment, due to my own actions, of course. Let us see what he is up to. Now, part of the reason why he has been, you would say, kidnapped is because of this scenario. If you were to agree to this trial, then his trial would require something somewhat different as well. At the moment, I have condensed his soul into a spirit, and he is traveling across the oceans back to his homeland. I think at this point, he should have reached the objective that I set out for him. So, if we would like to begin, he raises his hands and claps it, and all of your vision goes black. Philip. Last thing you remember was that you guys were going down some fancy mine shaft, and then to some very brightly lit corridor. You ended up in this weird temple, but then you start feeling really funny, and then your kind of vision gets very blurry and it goes out. That was the last thing you remember. But now you feel, it kind of feels like you feel this kind of out of body experience, almost as if yourself is getting dragged at high speeds across the landscape. You go over the past the mountains into the under you appears to be ocean, and you just kind of speed along until you hit you see like the line of land again of green, and you eventually find yourself in a settlement, into a building underground, and you finally find yourself in a very cold, dark place that you look around and you realize where this is. It is the dungeons under the castle of your family. That is very disturbing, but all right. You it appears that you have slept here a few times as well, which means you are pretty intimately familiar with the structure of this place. You have come here enough times to more or less know your way around. But as you kind of stand there, you look at yourself. You see that you appear to be somewhat transparent. And when you try to push open
one of the dungeon doors. Your hands kind of just go through the bars. And you quickly surmise that you appear to be a ghost. Now, you also realize in this dungeon that there appears to be some residents or some individuals that are also in here. There appears to be. It sounds like an interrogation of sorts. All right, it is indeed time to investigate. You make your way, or you float your way over towards the direction of the sound. Uh, even though you're a ghost, you feel like it would be. It's nice to be back somewhere familiar. And you travel the corridors much to like the way you would travel in person without, your current situation. Don't let that bother you too much. You turn a few corners until you finally seem that the voices get kind of louder and closer as you go. To eventually turn a corner, and you see what appears to be you see some sort of man, a noble-looking person, uh, seems to be talking with another individual who's strapped onto the wall in chains. And as you float closer, you realize that at the very least, you recognize one individual in that cell. The one who's chained up appears to be a relative of yours, one of your sisters, who seemed a little different from the others in your family. You weren't really sure why, but she always kind of treated you differently from the others. Right, sure, that one. Uh, you see this man. He appears to be. He appeared to have chained her up, and is questioning her about something. Now, look, miss. I don't have all time. I don't have all day. Okay, and the sooner we get this over with, the sooner I can just get it. Well, there's really nothing else. I just want this over with. Now, I'm sure you have some idea where your last remaining relative is. Uh, his captive, for her part, does not respond. She appears to be very defiantly ignoring this man. Okay, you try to intervene. You float to the cell, through the bars into the cell. How do you try to intervene? All right, you try to fight. You raise your arm. And you try to grab this noble's wrists, who he appears to be gripping this woman by kind of the shawl of her kind of dungeon clothes at the moment. And though you try to grip onto his wrist, it goes through. You don't manage to get anything. You don't feel anything besides your own hand. But yet, the moment you do, it seems almost that this noble whirls around as if he senses something, some sort of presence. And just kind of the swishing of his cape of sorts, somehow it kind of blows you back. You fly back almost like a couple of feet. It's like, who's there? He looks around until you perhaps you did manage to make an effect after all. So you shake yourself and you start floating towards him again. But as you do so, you see his eyes shift towards yours. And he smiles. Oh, well, isn't this a surprise? What do we have here? Tell me. He gestures over to the woman in chains. Do you see this man? Would you say he perhaps looks familiar? The woman raises her head up and looks at the space that he's pointing towards. I see nothing, you madman. You don't see him? He claims to be a Kingston. Well, I guess. Perhaps you just... well, if you can't see him, that's no matter. What you think of my sanity is not important. Now, instead, I have more interesting things to consider. How are you doing, Mr. Kingston? I dare say I've been looking for you. Well, you knew your last location was on this island that you happened to go to in hopes of restoring your family legacy, which was Baphomet's Rest. You do know that much. You could even tell him where exactly you are. The last place you remembered was being in some dragon home in the middle of the mountains. All right, you're just gonna tell him everything. Okay. All right. So you're essentially just like, all right, you want a piece of me? I'm in this location. Come at me, type of shit, right? All right. Yeah, you're telling him that you're about to put him in his place for not knowing his standing in the food chain, the pecking order. Cool. All right. Yeah. So you kind of just like start. When you say you kind of put your fist up, and you start like you tell him your location. You just like, yo, I'm gonna throw some hands. And, kind of throw a few jabs in his direction.
And he's like, oh, that place. Yes. I appear to be heading that location myself in a few weeks. How interesting. Well, since you seem so eager, why don't we meet up? What do you say? Have a nice friendly duel. See if you can regain some of your honor. What do you think? Ah. Truly a noble decision, but I suggest you should bring whatever help you can get. After all, what can you do by yourself? Mr. What's your name? Hey. What was his name? Percy? Phineas? Hey, what's your name? I can't remember. It seemed something very unimportant. Ah! My future ruler. You seem to have gotten the statement a little wrong. I think more like my future step stool. Or, well, I could probably use your corpse for something else, but certainly you should bring whatever you have. I don't think it would be very interesting or fair if it was just the two of us. You, definitely have not done anything of particular note this entire time, have you? Tell me, what do you think you have done? Have you accomplished anything since the fall of your family? Ah, yes, the polearm. Right. One of the classics of your family. You even have a hereditary weapon that I have sitting nice and pretty in my coffers. I forgot what it was called. I think it was called a Kingsglaive or something? Oh, but see, there's our problem. In order for me to really use it, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to clear out the obstacles in my path, clear the weeds. So, if you would not mind, how about we meet in a month at Dragon's Gate? Yes, it's a large settlement in the southwest side of the island. What do you say? Care to back up your words? Of course, I will bring your weapon. Now, it wouldn't do for you to not know my name when I know yours. So, I will give you a name. You are looking for Count Robiliard de Herble. I will see you there. And with that, you feel kind of a tugging on your spirit as you just kind of almost kind of get pulled away from the dungeon. Back across the oceans. And then eventually you feel yourself kind of coalescing into a physical form.
back in where you last remembered being before you turn into a ghost. And you find yourself whole and hale, very healthy, and standing on your 2 feet in this kind of run-down temple of sorts.
No shit. We're back.
Well, yes, he is back. You also have kind of seen his entire exchange.
Oh, we did. Okay.
Yeah, you did. You did see his entire exchange.
It looks like you got to fight at some point. Good shit.
We'll say, um, Bren,
Mhm.
you remember, this, since everyone was there, you heard pretty much the whole exchange. And when the noble gave his name at the end, you immediately recollected that you heard this name very recently. Before you set off to this temple back in Wyvern Crest.
Okay. What are
You remember that you and Zara were having a talk with your local information provider that you were introduced to. And he was talking about how this person who seems to have some sort of notable standing with the world government was due to visit Dragon's Gate in the southwest at some point in time. You remember his name was also, as the man put it, Robilier de Herblay. Count Robilier de Herblay.
Oh, let's kill that guy.
Yeah. And they realized it seems that you and Zelra may not be the only one who may be interested in this individual. Perhaps you may not even be the most interested in this individual at the moment. In case, uh, Allfather seems to be just kind of stands there and lets you guys figure this out. If you have anything else to say,
Well, that was the thing.
yeah.
What was everyone doing during the party?
Still a shitty motherfucker.
Yeah. Hey, we get to kill stuff next, right?
It appears that the young lordling seems to have a new goal in mind. I'll say that's good.
Yeah.
You even say it almost lines up, it feels like.
Lines up with the baby. Yeah,
Hmm?
he's got a goal. He's gonna take care of it. He's gonna do great.
Mm, as his, what did he put it? His friends, as his friends, I'm assuming you would back him up, yes?
He sound like he want to do himself.
Hmm. Well, what if that noble was right and he needs all the help he can get?
No.
Eh,
Choice is up to him.
eh, fair enough. Now, let's say you have all done admirably, truth to be told. So, let's say with that, the first part of the trial is officially in order. So, that brings us on to the next part, which I would say is much more straightforward, probably for all of us. I'll give you a brief rundown on what will happen. You will, upon agreeing that you are all adequately prepared, I will begin the trial and you will be set to face some opposition of sorts. Some playthings of mine, I would say. Just some casual constructions I have made in my spare time. And your goal is to destroy these entities. Now, some special rules are in order, mostly for the benefit of your safety. After all, I'm not truly interested in taking your lives or anything like that. So it'll be as follows. If you should be in imminent danger, then you will be teleported out of this trial. Your lives will remain intact, but you will not be able to rejoin combat with your comrades. Is that understood?
Cool. So we can't die. If we die,
Yes.
we're in timeout.
Yes. You may still be knocked down. You may fall unconscious, but as long as you're not in imminent danger, then you may have the capacity to keep going. And I believe, yes, there are no other stipulations to this trial.
Cool.
Of course, actually, no, there's one more thing. Any items you use or any abilities you use in this trial will be restored at the end. I will also, let's see, you seem a little worse for wear. I'll replenish whatever missing vitality you have before the start of this trial. You could say this would be a simulation of sorts. Now, with the rules, I think is clear. I think it should be pretty simple for you to talk amongst yourselves and figure out how you're going to approach this, yes?
I turn to the rest. We're gonna kill the shit, right?
Yeah.
Beat his ass. Or beat his thing's ass.
Yeah, it's not my ass.
We'll use it as a proxy for now.
Oh. I see. Well, I guess that's only fair. In which case, he kind of just rises up in the air and kind of fades away. Best of luck to you then. And guys, set yourself up. As long as you are behind, I should draw a line. Okay, not quite what I meant. But this is fine. As long as you're behind this line, you can kind of do whatever you want.
But you mean like we're fighting in this room? Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, you are fighting this room. Yes.
Behind the line. So.
Yes.
Cool.
You may prepare any sort of thing you wish. I would say for the purposes of this fight, since V is not here, Lawrence, I believe you have control over her token and her character sheet.
Yeah.
You may choose to do what you see fit. If you have any questions about things that she can do, I will try to help you out with that, since you may not be familiar. But you will be acting as her proxy in this case.
I shing my Echo Knight out.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I drink my pot.
Okay.
Oh,
Anyone
did you
else?
say he healed us?
Yes.
Did that restore any hit dice, just in case?
For the purposes of this simulation, just assume that you have gained everything back.
Okay.
Any spells, anything along those lines, any missing resources, you can have them back. Okay. And the rest of you, anything else that you would like to set up, or are we all ready?
We're peachy.
Okay. Okay, in that case, you hear a voice echo. All right, so since you're all prepared, let the trial begin. You hear distinct rumbling as the temple almost shakes. You can see kind of rocks fly out from the wall, except they kind of, you see them, they transmute almost into some metallic sheen, and they spin around into the form of gears and other metal pieces that Bren, you're very familiar with as kind of parts and pieces of various machinery that you have became more accustomed to over your apprenticeship of sorts. And they assemble themselves slowly into a distinct form in the center of the room. You may roll for initiative.
Cool. Also, should we see help or no?
You should, which... that's a pathetically low roll. Okay. All right. Bren,
Yeah.
you've been kind of feeling an itch to beat something up ever since you've had to first talk to this freaking jackass.
Yep. Alright, we're gonna start off with fucking... Okay. I'm gonna make a martial check, but does this thing seem magical enough that also an arcana check would apply?
Yeah, Arcana check will work fine.
Okay.
I mean, if the whole construction process wasn't magical, you're not sure what it is.
Alright, good shit. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, not good shit.
Okay.
You managed to surmise, at the very least, I'll give you some information, that since you always get at least some free information,
Yeah.
this appears to be a construct of sorts. You do know from your stints machinery, yeah, as much as you don't like magic, you are mildly aware of some of the common properties that magic constructs have. And the most common one is that constructs are not living beings. They don't feel many of the things that an organic individual would.
They don't bleed, I got you.
They don't bleed. They can't be frightened, or like you can't put them to sleep. They don't get angry, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
They do not feel.
Alright, and just to make sure, is there a sheet for this or no?
There is no sheet for this creature.
Okay, got it. I will fucking go here. How tall is this over here?
Well, there's no big sheet for this creature. I can always just send a stat block if necessary.
No, yeah, I was just wondering in case. How tall is this up here?
How tall is this? Where is this? Oh, that? It's
You'll have to kind of like haul yourself over. It's up like 10 feet. You'll have to like kind of pull
No
yourself.
problem. Athlete, boom, climbing speed.
All right. Okay.
We'll
Sure.
get fucking there, boom, and thinking like, this shit doesn't bleed, so I will take 2 shots. Yeah, let's take let's take a shot. Boop, boop. This one right here.
Your first shot, you shoot at the creature, and yeah, it kind of almost bounces off its body, and you can see kind of like an indent left, but it doesn't seem to have made any noticeable lasting impression.
Aren't you annoying? I will then use my Rite of Flame, since this guy is gonna bleed anyway. Oh, not that button.
I get what you mean, though.
But yeah, that's not fire, but that's how much damage I will be taking as it's activated.
Okay.
And then I will take another shot.
You take another shot.
Come on, big buddy.
All right, this one, you figure since this guy doesn't seem to tank bullets like a champ. Yeah, you look for some weaknesses in its structure. Look for some kinks in the armor. You shoot in that location. And this one seems to you hear some distinct creaking sound. The sound of machinery getting fucked over. You hear this a lot when things start breaking. When you like kind of twist something a little too tight.
Good shit.
The area you hit kind of catches on fire, but it's quickly put out. And you see this creature, one of its maws almost kind of sculpts the fire down its gullet. It takes 25 points of damage total.
And that'll end my turn.
Alright.
Okay, for Zora turn, I'm gonna hit steady aim, and then I'm gonna hit the triple advantage shot. That's how that works, right?
Yes.
Okay, steady aim, triple advantage shot with sneak attack.
Okay.
Damn, it's like she's even here.
Yes. Alright, that hits. Alright, you do 19 points of damage. Yeah. Zara does what she does. She
Okay.
readies
I guess
her
I should-
right.
What is the No, never mind. You continue.
Okay. She finds a good place to kind of hunker down. Sets up her rifle and takes a nice, clean shot as it sails kind of into the neck of one of the other kind of sprawling heads, and it rears back a bit. All right, BB, it's your turn.
Let's just stand here. Let's fire a earthen grasp at this guy.
Okay.
So the hand grows. He needs to make a strength save.
You grubby hand bursts up from under the ground of this creature, and it tries to grab on its ankles, but you see its legs kind of just shake it off and stomps on top of it, rendering it back to dust and dirt.
It stays up with concentration.
Yeah. Okay. And the hand is on that X mark tile.
Okay, sure.
And I will move to this tile and pass.
Okay. All right, feel up.
So I activate defensive field and then pass, but yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
So do my usual. I move I move in, and then I hit with a lunge. So, and then pray.
Good start to the day. You're feeling a little incensed from your conversation with that random upstart who just has been chaining some family member of yours in the middle of a dungeon. You could get a little careless. You take a large, angry swing with your glaive, and you kind of just clang off of him.
Extra attack. I'll also use Great Weapon Master. God damn it.
You try again. This time you're a little more deliberate, but it seems that this creature doesn't seem to. It's almost like its entire body feels like it consists of armor, and it's just you're not really finding anything that really sticks. You know, you're getting a little confused on how you're supposed to approach this.
And bonus action. That's still pretty low.
Well, unfortunately, that's still not enough.
Yeah, I'm gonna backflip with the bonus action. Alright.
Okay.
That is all.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay, 30 feet. So this is the ghost Gwen.
Yes.
And then I use and then I also move up.
Okay.
And I cast use my bonus action to cast Vow of Enmity.
Okay.
Actually, I use my action. I use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Bane first, and then that's my action. That's it.
So what are you doing? I'm a little confused. You're using Hunter's Bane.
No, just Bane action. So that was action movement.
That's your action, Bane. What's your bonus action?
I'm not gonna use it this turn.
Okay, so just this plus Bane. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Was
Get him.
getting a little confused. That's all.
Sorry. Yeah.
What is it? Charisma saving throw?
Yeah.
All right.
So it passes. Yeah.
Yeah. You try to curse this creature with your angry words, but it seems unresponsive to your scathing remarks and curse itself. Alright, here we go. I'm just reading the stat sheet. Hold up. Okay. This is how I want to do it. I need the following individuals to make a dexterity saving throw. I need Zelra, Bren, and hold up. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna need more than those people. Actually, holy crap. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, it doesn't fucking tell who I'm rolling for. That's annoying. First one's Zelda, second one BB.
Yeah, okay. Alright. You see the this mechanical hydra. Its three jaws kind of raises up high in the air, while this fourth one appears to be a kind of an entity on the tail too. This one just appears to be playing cheerleader. It's making it loud, like kind of growling noises at all of you. The three creatures open their maws, and you see globs of red flames sprout out and fly towards Gwen, Bren, and Zara. And they drop down on top of Gwen, and they explode in a large circle, and all of you are affected. It is you also, similar globs fall down on top of Bren and Zara. You will be taking let me check if I have everything set up here. Alright. People, which one's the first one? This is Zara's?
Yeah.
Well, both BB and Zara, you'll be taking half of this damage. Accounting for resistance, you'll have that again. Philip, you also will take half damage. The
Would
rest
half
of you will
be
be
9 or 10? Would half
it will
be
be
9 or
9.
10?
It will be
Okay.
9. You will be rounding down for things that affect you in a negative manner. That's kind of the rule of thumb, because it's easier for all of us to remember.
Gotcha.
Do I half it and then round it, or like how many times do I round? Do I only round in the?
You can round every time.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's pretty good.
4
Look,
damage.
if you're going to take the time to get your resistance, you should be rewarded for it, okay?
1 point every here and there.
Didn't really I didn't really
I
do
think-
do anything to get that resistance.
We killed a lich.
I killed the lich. You're wearing his nice clothes.
He has some nice pants. That's true.
Yeah, like Gwen will take the full damage, which unfortunately means your clone gets kind of screwed over.
Can we just leave it there and say I'll use my next bonus action to summon it back?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Next up. Okay. That is, if everyone has done their damage, then it will lumber forward. It will ignore this thing and sees that it sees its first juicy target, actually. Philip, you see this thing. You see one head flies towards you, Philip. I believe that misses. Yes? Yes. One head, 2 heads. You dodged aside for the first strike, and with your glaive, you managed to fend off the second. But the third one creeps up like an insidious Hydra head and bites on your shoulder from an angle you weren't expecting. You take 6 points of fire damage.
You said glaive. Was that me or is that?
Yeah, it's you.
Oh, okay. Because I see it's over there. I did not hear. I am sorry.
Yeah, it's the neck's kind of stretched a little far. All right. That is the end of its turn. At the start of its turn, Bren, you prepare whatever you're preparing. But as you do, you hear more rumbling and more kind of machinery clinks and clanks kind of gather together, forming 3 more entities.
Oh, not 3 more of the same entity.
No. Instead, these take the form of what appears to be mechanical hounds.
Ah.
You
Okay.
can see, while one of them is colored mostly in a reddish hue, this one is colored mostly in a bluish one.
I had a really hard time reading this image. I kind of thought it was like an elephant standing on 2 legs.
Um,
Might
I tried my best. The
am I the only
images
one that
avail-
sees that?
But the images available were not good. Let's leave it.
I
at
see
that.
that now. Yeah.
You see that?
See it now. I was like, okay. I will do an Arcana check and remind people. Shit, I forgot to remind you guys also do checks. But yes, here
Okay.
about for these, so the free thing at least for these new things now.
Okay.
You don't make much of a progress there either. But I will give you some information. You already know from examining the first construct, the things I told you previously. Now you, with some more information, you notice the colors of these creatures, and you suspect that may have something to do with their elemental tendencies.
Ah. Cool. Got it. I will be like, okay, fuck that shit, and I will try to shoot it. How safe do I want to be? Nah, let's not be safe.
All right, you shoot it. That hits.
Pew.
All right.
Fuck, it's a fucking rat.
It's you see this thing kind of. I need to also roll initiatives for it. Hold up, that does matter. My bad. Oh, okay. You see which one? The one on the right?
Yeah, the one closest
Okay.
to me.
You see this creature. You take a shot at this new and kind of doggy of sorts, and it yelps almost. It's this kind of mechanical whirling noise, as this one, instead of just having a small flame, really catches on fire.
Good shit.
All right.
Oh, should we see how partial them?
Oh, more things that I forgot. Yeah. So, yeah, this thing buckles under its own weight.
Oh, cool. Okay. Seeing as it's just about dead, I'll fucking, let's see, use my movement to jump off here, rush up to it, and use my second attack to slash.
All right. Whack at it.
We're whacking. Pew. Oh, that's pretty good.
Okay.
He's dead.
Yeah. He kind of crumples down into parts and pieces on the floor. The dog head kind of just rolls into the pillar.
Alright. And then I'll just use the remaining movement to get here and like call out to these guys, hey, you fuckers! Come over here! Play!
Bark, 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 bark. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah!
Edmund.
Yeah, I guess. Unless you have something else you want to do with like your bonus action or whatever.
Yeah, so let's have Zara move up about there. And Zara will use bonus action, insightful fighting, peek at big guy.
Okay.
That is nice.
Big one?
Yeah.
Let's give you some more information. Yeah, I'm gonna split it up like this. You can surmise at this point, based on the information that you've all gathered so far, that this creature shoots out fire, but you managed to also figure out that it appears you suspect that actually it's for some reason weak to lightning, and similarly, I will give you this since these guys kind of come as a set. The dogs, as you can already tell, are weak to fire, but things that they resist are elements that match their color.
Okay. Neat. And Zara use blast on herself, Philip, and Gwen. Plus 3 targets, right?
3 targets.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Those are the targets.
You are blessed.
What does bless do?
It adds a 1d4 to your attack and saving throws.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Okay.
It's concentration. It's broken.
It's really good.
It's broken.
Amazing first level spell.
Pass. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Warp!
Hey, let's play.
Actually, no, I kind of have to do the right things here. What's this?
When it comes into my range, I can use my reaction to whack it.
Sure.
Would that be blessed as well?
Yep.
Nice. Oh, that hits anyway. Cool.
Blow his ass up.
Okay. You got him. You whack at him, and you see like you literally like cleave off like a good like leg of it. Now it's kind of like hobbling on 3 legs over to you.
That's fucked up.
Okay. It doesn't seem to deter too much though, as it kind of crouches down, or like it like kind of crouches down in front of you, and it opens its maw, and you see some bluish this cone of freezing air shoots out from its mouth, and go with this.
I only get 1 reaction, right? I forget if.
Yeah, just 1.
Okay. I didn't remember if like for whatever reason if I got more because I have like a couple of reaction things.
No, you get like 1 reaction like resource per turn.
Gotcha.
Is there anything that gives like additional reactions in the game?
Nothing by the book.
Nothing by the book, which means I would have to give it to you, which I've considered for sure. But reactions, that's a finicky one for sure. That has a potential to be very dangerous. I've thought about it, but maybe further down the line. Anyways, I just deleted that. That was not a good idea. I need to have that kind of around. This is probably gonna be something I'm gonna need to grab. I don't know if Zara's hit. I don't think that's happening.
What's the length of the cone?
It's 30 feet.
Let's see.
I think if I wanted to, it can.
You can go corner. If you go corner to corner, that's 30.
Yeah.
Like it
I can, like,
it
kinda-
touches the corner, like opposite
I
corners
can
of the top.
I can do this, right? Yeah. Okay. I need everyone except Brad to give me a dex saving throw.
Do I choose whether to protect before or after rolling?
You may choose it after rolling.
Before or after seeing damage?
Before damage.
Is it 30
Well, I
feet
mean,
cone?
okay, I say before damage, but damage is about to show up to you anyway, so
Real quick,
Okay,
is
well,
it a 30-foot cone?
it's 30 foot cone.
Okay, so I don't think it reaches out because this is 30 feet. You can count the squares: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's fair. Sure, we'll just go with that. Let's just say it doesn't hit Zell. That's fine.
I'm gonna pop. Actually, I'm gonna just pop triple protect.
On the
The
3
three
people
targets
getting hit.
yeah, probably. Probably those people.
Okay. Wow. It's slightly smaller than that, but
That's a 30-foot cone.
wait, but it doesn't even go 20 feet.
Oh, not that. I think it goes a bit more in the other parts.
Yeah.
see.
Well, it's because there's, I mean, a 30-foot, like, with this distance measurement, a 30-foot cone is a fucking square.
Yeah. I definitely kind of fudge like cones and circles, because otherwise they would be squares, and what would be the point?
Yeah, circles and squares. It's like circles and cones are circles, cones, and squares are the same shape with
Yeah.
this
Okay,
with
so
this method of measuring distance.
I was never the mathiest person, but is this being 30 feet and this being 30 feet not
It's because
correct?
it's because the way the system currently works is that it literally just counts the number of squares,
Okay,
which kind of really means that
because that's
every
not how triangles work.
the thing is the diagonal distances, it still counts the same distance as the like cardinal ones, which I mean doesn't really make sense when you think about it.
Hmm.
It's definitely the easiest on my poor addled brain, but like it kind of fucks with the measurements. Anyways,
Kind of like hexagon grids better for that reason. Like it makes shaped AOE's make more sense.
That's why I use map tools. It does it for me.
wow.
Or actually, I've considered. Yeah, whatever. I'll talk about it later.
Also, I'm doing some adjusting in the floor. Let's see. Yeah, this is 13 points of cold damage. Are you protecting this for everyone? Yeah, I guess you are. I don't know if Gwen has made a save.
Not yet.
Well, you should make a save in case. All right. I guess you're all getting protected. Is that the conclusion we're reaching?
Yeah, that's what I said.
All right. Yeah, you see this cone of code fly out, and you guys all get buffeted by like hail and like sleet, but you see kind of like the shield cover you up, so you mostly just feel cold, but you don't really get hurt for it.
It was like me walking home last night.
This one does the same thing. I should not have passed her. Hey, Brad.
What's up?
You also need to make a dex save from
Cool.
a different reason. From a different reason.
I'm chilling, literally.
All right, you take 5 points of damage.
Boom.
It's not that chilly. And then they each take a bite at the person they're in front of. Oh.
They attempt to bite, but they're trash.
Alright, the first one's on Bren.
Alright,
The second one misses.
Actually, I'm gonna use my blood curse.
Okay.
Hey. Boop boop. Fuck! Why does this always do this to me? I just needed to roll. Okay, I had 50 shot.
You try to ward it off with your blood curse, but it seems much more interested in the blood of your flesh. Alright, VB. It's your turn.
Yep. Okay, let's do. Oh, holy shit! Hold on. Okay, she's bugging. Okay, let's. Is it an action to use the grabby hand again? Yeah. Okay. Let's grabby hands. Try to grab the same target.
Okay. Go for it. Grab the same target again.
No.
It will make another strength saving throw. Well, if at first it doesn't succeed,
Then at second, it will succeed with a 55% chance.
yes. I guess. As you kind of grab onto its tail, the head on its tail kind of gives out a whine of protest. As you almost kind of manhandle it with your grubby dirt hands. And I guess it's restrained.
And it takes 2d.
It is restrained, yes?
Yeah, it is restrained.
Okay. It takes 2d6. It takes 7.
Okay, and bonus action, refresh my shit. Yeah, maybe standing in your place. I'm not moving.
Okay. Hey, Philip.
Okay, so I feel like I've learned, and I am gonna first do a backflip because it can't make a attack of opportunity on me. I'm gonna
Okay.
attack the big boy.
Attack the big boy. This is very unfortunate.
Oh, wrong thing. Alright.
No one
Dude.
can say you didn't try.
Well, I get extra attack, so hey.
Hey!
There we go.
Okay.
Alright, you hack
Nice.
off first, you hacked off its egg, and now
No,
it's
this is against big boy. Big boy.
The big boy's a little far.
Well, I backflipped. I was here, but
Oh. Yeah, but are you like moving back in? Your range is 10 feet.
how does extra attack work with my backflip?
Oh no, you move back here, right? Now you're 20 feet away. You need to move back into range, like one way or another.
Backflip is an attack.
Right. No, your 6/6 is already with advantage, right?
And my extra attack is not with advantage?
I mean, it is still with advantage. I'm just saying your backflip, your first
Wait.
attack moved you back 10 feet. So now you're at this.
I thought it was regular ass
But-
attacking and then backflip attacking. Is that not what's happening?
I mean, you could do that.
How
that's
did?
fine.
Oh yeah, I could just do that. I just don't. How does extra attack work with backflip?
Your backflip moves you before your extra attack.
Can I use my extra attack as my backflip? So can I attack and then with extra attack backflip?
Yeah, there's nothing stopping you
Alright.
doing that.
That works.
Okay.
It's just ordering. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just ordering. It's just getting confused. The semantics could be important.
Sequencing is hard.
The sequencing is hard. But sure, that one hits, sure.
So 25 slashing. I'll use action surge
Okay.
to have another real attack, and I'll lunge in.
Okay. Back at it again. The
Ah,
offense never ends. All right, that
Easy.
hits. All right, you
Easy.
you hack away. One head, 2 heads. Now it's only got another head.
And now extra attack. How much health? I can't really see. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not
Like,
gonna bother with
nothing.
Great Weapon Master. I'm gonna just.
Also, just as a side note, it hasn't mattered in any of these rolls, but you have bless, so if you need to add a 1d4, you should do so. Also,
All right. Yeah.
It's this one, you cleave off its 3rd head, and then the last one kind of whines before kind of tilting sideways. The rest of the body kind of creaks forward and is still.
Cool. How does action surge work again? Push
You still have a bonus action.
I still have bonus action. Cool. I'm gonna whack the little one then.
Whack the little one.
Yes. Oh wait, that
Hits.
wasn't with advantage, but
It's fine.
Yeah.
It hits.
I could re-roll the 2. Wait, what is it? A D4? I'll keep
Don't
the
even
2.
don't even
Yeah.
bother. Don't even bother. You whack at it, it crumples down onto the floor and is no longer moving.
Okay, that is the turn.
Alright, go ahead.
Okay. Mirren, Ekonai is still up. Or I re-up it with bonus action, so that's spent, and I'm just going to attack it.
No, it's dead.
No, I use my bonus action to bring it back up.
I meant the thing you're attacking.
Oh. Wait, what?
I did a lot of damage in a turn.
Oh, so the only thing is Bren?
Yeah, just this guy.
See, Philip can pop off. It's just a matter of not rolling 1s and 2s.
Okay, same thing then.
Okay. That hits.
Extra attack.
Okay.
Nice.
And the Echo Unleash Incarnation.
Okay.
And just for fun, let's Divine Smite.
Even though it's dead.
Oh, is it? I thought it still had some HP left.
No, if I put that red X mark, it's
Yeah, I didn't see my sheet was covering it. Sorry.
okay.
No, just smite it anyway. Fuck 'em
Yeah,
all.
just my.
I mean, that's, yeah. I mean, you can, I guess, if you want.
Yeah.
All
It's
right,
just a lot of fucking damage,
you
isn't it?
really just
Yeah.
blast this thing apart, and the
Really
freaking
good
gears
roll.
and shit just fly all across the room. Like one of the pieces just like smacks Brad in the forehead.
Ow.
Brad, you rub your forehead in response to the shrapnel emotional damage you suffered.
Ow. Wait, good kill.
But yet again, there's some more rumbling as more gears fly over.
What the shit?
Fucking automaton. Baby, tell them to chill out. And like, or just die and power off. Oh, do power off. Command. Alright, let's figure out.
User not recognized. Unauthorized attack on central systems. Eliminate target post haste.
Pseudo off.
Pseudo.
Please enter your user password.
Fuck.
Okay, so Arcana check, I'm assuming, tells me only the free stuff.
Yeah, but you guys have done quite a bit of work so far, so you learn from this. This one is a lightning entity. It is vulnerable to cold.
Mm-hmm.
I'll also give you this. You suspect that from the patterns going up that these guys, you have some kind of melee hunting dogs, kind of like this big ass creature, and now some range units. You feel like if just your sense of like understanding from piecing this together, you feel like there's probably still one more thing that ties this all together, because the alternative was just that all of these were summoned at once, right? That probably would have been more difficult.
After we
for-
kill him, all the broken pieces will combine. Got it. Okay. I'm going to, charge this dude. Right? So, okay, hey, do play toys. Let's go for some steel. Here. One. Mother.
Yeah, this one kind of just whacks your sword aside with the crossbow on its arm.
Fuck you.
Alright, doesn't whack away the second one though.
Alright, second one hits, and that will deal that much damage, plus I'll use Blasting Zone with the bonus action.
Okay.
Whack, whack, whack.
Okay. Alright, whack, whack, whack. The blasting zone hits as well. You do that's minus 15. That's minus 13.
Oh, we don't see health bars, by the way.
Yes, more things I haven't let you guys see health bars for.
Yeah, I'm
You've
slashing.
done about half of its damage.
Cool. As I slash him, I'll like circle around him, and end up. I'm good on this little pestle here.
Okay.
That's it.
You feel like this vessel looks kind of threatening. I know on the map it's a shattered statue, but
No, of course this big thing won't be the last thing we fight, of course, right?
it's Zaura's turn.
Yep. Let's advance. Advance like that.
Okay.
Insightful some motherfucker, right guy, I guess.
Okay. Okay.
So, do these guys do anything interesting? Like,
Right. I'll give you. Let me grab a snipping tool. Although the snipping tool doesn't give all the information, which is mostly the damage of one of the abilities you cannot see.
sure.
But I will just tell you the damage straight up. I will post it in that D&D discussion. Just put it there for now. Also, I realized I could have just not put the top part in. Whatever. The Ballista Blast does 66.
66. Takes the damage. Who takes the damage? After damage is determined, takes the damage. Who takes
So
the damage?
whoever's in the line
I
and then
seem to
shared.
have forgotten a word. The first target that takes it. It's the first
Oh,
target
okay.
that takes the damage, right? Along with anything standing within 5 feet of the target.
Okay.
Stack.
Okay, sure. Does Dex save is only for being prone or not?
Yes, that's just for the first target in its path.
Okay, it's only for the prone.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Okay, sure. Yeah, then let's shoot that motherfucker.
All right, shoot him.
Where the fuck do my character should go? Holy shit, dude. Playing two characters is impossible.
Yeah, tell me that as a DM. Hold up. I mean, that hits.
Okay.
Alright. Do have sharpshooter, I believe. If you ever choose to employ it.
Oh. That's not on the sheet. I forgot about that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
I think she like just tells me if she does it.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. Whatever.
Minus 17.
At least you can make it for her now.
Yeah, that's it.
Mm. It takes aim at... This first one takes aim at this clone over here. The clone just gets blown apart. This one takes aim at Gwen.
Uh-huh.
Gwen, make a dexterity saving throw. But that is mostly just to check if you fall prone or not. You do not fall prone.
Took it to so protect us before damage, right?
I would just say don't worry about it, because usually when I click that something happens, it will come. Yeah, let's just say before damage. Let's just say
Okay,
before
I'll
damage.
just hit protect.
I was curious. Okay. You see this giant you see this electric like projectile, like almost a laser sort of fly towards you, but it kind of just bounces off of this magical shield and like lands on near your side. It's kind of like foot long, like arrow of sorts. The end still sparking in electricity. Okay. These guys will now make some regular attacks. It's still at Gwen.
Also, is this guy shooting at disadvantage because I'm melee?
Okay, I would say that was the first guy who shot disadvantage because of melee, and therefore it's a 13.
Okay.
Okay, I regret everything.
Yeah. Oh.
Does that hit me?
Yeah.
So I take 25 points of damage. No, 29.
No, you take
19.
19.
I can math. Okay. I'm tanking.
You take.
It appears to have the bot seemed to have fucked itself over. Okay. VB, is your turn. Your third hand is currently grabbing still mechanical Hydra figure with its head lopped off.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. I'll give the hand a high five. I was gonna fireball at the right guy. Fireball right.
Okay. It's okay. It burns up into a crisp.
It fucking explodes.
Boom. Heads are rolling, quite literally.
Okay. That's it. Are these the ones that are vuln to fire?
They're not vuln to fire, they're vuln to ice.
Oh. Oops.
The ice ones are
Oh,
fire.
okay. Sure.
Some of you may recognize this pattern.
Yeah, okay.
Philip.
Alright. So, the usual. Move in with a lunge. Hey.
It hits.
We
Alright.
rolled the 2, 1 sec.
Okay.
What is it, slash?
Slash roll d6.
Okay, so it's
Well.
21.
Well.
Extra attack.
Extra attack.
sorry.
Yep.
Sorry, that was the wrong button.
Nice extra attack. That still hits.
Oh, okay, cool. I was just gonna be blessed. Let's see if I reroll the 2.
Alright, we'll reroll that 2 again. Alright, good
What?
stuff. Good stuff.
Two
Okay.
Mhm.
Sure. Then bonus action, backflip. Can this hit with a bless?
Roll the bless. Just roll the bless anyway. See what happens. It hits.
15. Yeah.
Alright.
Nice. And actually, I honestly on the lunge, I forgot to add 3 to the damage. Or is it
Yeah,
3 or 5?
It's 3 for you.
Yeah, proficiency.
I forgot about that as well. It's fine. The thing is,
Cool.
Gunzo Bonanza. You hit everything. You've outputted like 60 damage. Wonderful stuff.
Beautiful.
Gwen,
That's the turn.
it is still your turn. Would you like to do anything?
I give myself 25 hit points.
All right, pretty
Nice.
fair.
And I pop my echo back into the world.
All right, good stuff. Fair.
Hold on, add some movement.
Okay. All right.
Sup.
So,
You guys are hanging around this broken ass statue. Okay, before I continue, I do have to ask, Walex, when do you need to leave?
I have to shower. So, like, let me look at the butt. Because today's Sunday, right? Yeah.
Sunday,
Around 2:30-ish.
2:30ish.
Yeah.
That should be enough time for one round. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys have finished off some number of these creatures, and actually, you know what? I think it's better to just call it here because I realize just call it here. We'll be fine. But I'm gonna set it up soon. So after I set up what's gonna happen next session, I'll be calling it. Okay. So, Bren, you already kind of put some of the pieces of puzzles together. You know, these things they kind of been combined together, free form, and they made different structures. You suspect that this is not the end, and part of you even wonders if these things, why did they have to separate like this? What if they could be made together? And as you think this, there's some more rumbling.
If you
And
don't
see,
introduce it with Brute Justice's theme, I'm gonna be upset.
No, sorry, no brute justice. But you see, the statue in front of you, it starts shaking, has more rock and metal kind of start gathering towards it. It's taking shape over this, like the legs of this creature, and it starts forming a torso and the arms and the head until you finally see. You see this towering golem on two hind legs, staring down from above you.
huh.
How big is it? Because
Currently, it's about 12 feet tall.
okay, so it's not like huge. Because the Hydra, that's a big token.
Well,
It'll get bigger, but for now,
Bigger doesn't always mean more powerful.
oh
no,
no,
it
bigger
doesn't.
definitely means more impressive, right? But yeah, we're going to end off with that here. Yeah, I've seen some stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it is only beginning.
Yeah, there's a Dark Souls meme that's just like Omen the Blood Killer, and it's just like, oh, cool, I'll fight this guy, and then it's Dave, and you're just like, oh god, no, because the less if you're just fighting just one name, that's just scary.
Yeah. I mean, no, these guys got some pretty like silly ass names.
These are ancient gears, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. I don't know about in World, but in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Well, no, I mean, yes, they're from Yu-Gi-Oh, but the naming convention, actually, I took them from Metal Gear Solid.
No, that's even worse. Metal Gear is
Yeah, the Metal Gears is
something.
all like Metal Gear, some name in all capitals. I was like, all right. But
Philip can totally pop off. He just
Yeah.
needs to not roll single-digit numbers.
Sometimes not missing helps.
Yeah.
if you have advantage on any creature with your attacks, it's pretty worth to use Great Weapon Fighting.
Oh, absolutely.
You can just
Honestly,
ask. You can ask Ash for the spreadsheet. If you're really
using great weapon fighting is just kind of worth it in general because it's 10 damage for -5. I'm still at a +4 though because of my strength.
There's a certain correlation between like their AC, your bonus, and it's
Right.
just probability at the end of the
Yeah.
day. But like generally speaking, the rule of thumb I think is like if you like have advantage on a creature, like that correlates to like 50% bonus on top of that to like
Yep.
hit or something.
Yeah, if something has 14 AC, that's a
you always use
50%
it.
chance to hit. Yeah.
Oh.
Or theoretically, it's a 50% chance because I just need to roll a 10 or better.
I mean, yeah,
So wait,
we can
that's
see
more
what
than 50.
happens. We can see what
Yes.
happens when you manage to hit everything and you do 60 damage, and this thing just kind of falls apart.
Key explosion.
Good shit, bro.
Okay, so that would be it. I think the the narrative portion this time was a lot more contained. I feel.
Yeah. It was easy enough to follow.
Okay.
We ended on time.
Good.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to finish this fight next week, and then we'll see what happens from there.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Gonna beat Count Arugula.
Fuck him up.
It's Radicchio.
And so next time, Baphomet's Rest. The Crystal Glaze continues. Ba-ba-da. Ba-ba.